I lead financial health philanthropy at Wells Fargo, and it's a privilege to be here with you all today. At Wells Fargo, we are looking at how we can create greater opportunity for economic mobility for all people in this country through housing affordability, small business growth, and financial health. COVID-19 and its economic impacts on millions of people in America are far from over. The senseless and horrific killings of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and countless others, and the shooting of Jacob Blake remind us that racial inequities exist at every turn in our society. Yet I feel immense hope that we are at an inflection point to finally address the deeply rooted systemic and structural barriers that exist for especially Black Americans in this country, and create pathways to economic mobility and wealth. Today, I'm excited that Wells Fargo is launching a 3-year initiative with Ideas 42, Shared Prosperity Catalyst. We're going to take a deep and critical look at how we can remove barriers to economic mobility and create a more inclusive pathway to shared prosperity for everyone.
I'm Josh Wright, the Executive Director of Ideas 42. We could not be more excited to be a part of this collaboration with Wells Fargo. Ideas 42 is a leading organization to use behavioral science to solve social problems. And we're incredibly excited to be able to engage more deeply in solving the problems of inequality and the wealth gap. This is a problem that is not only the problem, I think, of my lifetime, but also a problem that is rooted in a deep history and long variety of issues that drive this. But many of those issues are very connected to how people behave and make decisions. And behavioral science brings a great deal to the table to helping us think differently about those problems and coming up with new innovations to help solve them.
Historically, we've approached financial health from a purely financial perspective, looking at ways to encourage people to save more for emergencies and retirement, to reduce debt, to build wealth through home ownership. We haven't done a good job of really thinking about the context within which people are making financial decisions. They're influenced by their social circumstances, their housing, employment, health. And we need that context to fully understand the drivers of various behaviors. And that context is influenced by policies and regulations, which are often built based on false narratives and stereotypes. So through this initiative, we're going to seed innovation and really focus on tackling not only the symptoms that we've treated in the past, but also the root causes and the systems and structural barriers so that we give people a better context within which to live their financial lives.
The great thing about the Shared Prosperity Catalyst is that Wells Fargo is not just writing a check. They're an engaged partner as we undertake our 3-pronged unique approach, developing new innovative products, addressing policies that have held people back, and lastly, making sure that we work on the narrative about why poverty continues to grow in the US.
The reality is it's expensive to be poor. It's expensive to be a Black American in this country, or a Latinx person in this country. Marginalized people pay a larger share of their income for housing, for healthcare, for hourly and gig workers. It may mean lost wages if a child gets sick or childcare falls through. There are over 50 million people in this country that are unbanked or underbanked or credit invisible. And all of that means services cost more. So there are so many opportunities for us to reimagine what we want our society to look like, what we want shared prosperity to look like in America.
We're going to bring a different set of people to solve the problem. One of the things we believe and why products haven't really met the needs of low-income people as well as they could is because most of the people that are building the products look like me and are well-resourced people. They don't have a lived experience with the problems that people are facing. And so part of what we're doing is recruiting a different set of people to be entrepreneurs.
Unraveling long-held beliefs and entrenched policies and systems is going to take time, and we know that we can't do it alone, and philanthropy can't do it alone. It's going to take collaboration from everyone. And we need bright minds and innovators like you to join us. So please reach out to us if you have any diverse entrepreneurs, creative innovators that would like to be a part of Shared Prosperity Catalyst. We would love to talk with them and hear their ideas so that we can create shared prosperity together.